Hi, I'm Brigham Larson with Brigham Larson Pianos. I'd like to talk about Hailun pianos as relates to other pianos in their class. So I've been a piano technician now for 22 years. Since 1995 is when I started. And in that time I've personally worked on about 20,000 pianos, which is a lot of pianos. I've done a lot of tuning, I've done a lot of rebuilding, repairs, all of those kinds of things. And the main pianos that I would say are comparable to Hailun from a quality standpoint, from a touch standpoint, from an overall durability, longevity standpoint, would be probably Yamaha and Kawai. They're both fantastic pianos, they're fantastic instruments. I've serviced many hundreds, if not thousands, of both of those. In fact, for about 10 or 12 years in my career, I did about 150. There was a local LDS contract that I did all of the pianos for about 10 years, something like that, 12 years maybe. And a lot of those pianos were Kawai pianos, and they're fantastic pianos. I have great respect for both of those brands. I would put them squarely in the very good category. If you were to break down the new piano market into good, very good, and excellent, all three of those brands, Hailun, Yamaha, and Kawai, I wouldn't hesitate to call all three of them very good. And by that I mean they're very few musicians would be able to tell the difference, frankly, between a very good piano and an excellent piano. But from an affordability standpoint, the very good pianos, I think, that's sort of the sweet spot from a price standpoint. So, as I was talking about a minute ago, I've got great respect for both Yamaha and Kawai. I've worked on many of them, and they hold up well. They tune nicely from a technician standpoint. They regulate well. They hold up well. But from a tonal standpoint, and a couple of other little things that I actually prefer Hailun over these other pianos that I've got great respect for. What I love about Hailun is the rich warmth that generally and this is very much a broad generalization, Yamaha pianos tend to be a little bit brighter, Kawai pianos are kind of in the middle, and Hailun pianos often are slightly more on the slightly darker side. Not, I wouldn't say dark, but rich warmth is really what I'm referring to. If you were to kind of lay it out in the spectrum, 0 being a very dark piano, a 10 being so tinny and obnoxious that it's hard to play, I would say that Hailun's average about a 4 on that spectrum, just on the darker side of average, and I love that. That's kind of the traditional European sound, and I absolutely go crazy for that rich, round sound that is really the characteristic Hailun sound. I love that. And then from a touch standpoint, very consistent, very smooth, so again, people have different preferences on touch, and I love the touch of a Hailun. So very well worth your while if you're kind of in that class, in that very good class, looking for something that's going to be a great piano at a great price. It would be very well worth your while to at least give it a shot. And actually, I should mention, we'll put a link to the video a number of years ago, in 2010, when I first kind of fell in love with Hailun. I did a comparison video of those three, Yamaha, Kawai, and Hailun, and we'll put a link to that if you're interested. You want to hear the difference. There are 3 upright pianos, but hopefully that video does all 3 the justice that they deserve. And then the last thing that I'll mention is Music Merchandise Review came out just last year with a report that Hailun A lot of people come in and they say, "Oh, Hailun, I've never heard of that." But this music merchandise review came out that Hailun was actually the #3 best-selling piano in North America. Yamaha and Steinway are #1 and #2. I can't remember which order, but Hailun being #3, I think that's really something. That's really an impressive feat, considering the long history of many other pianos that are in the industry. Many of which I have great respect for. Many of which I'm lukewarm or less, and many of which I'm a big fan of. So I would say that's really a significant thing. As I mentioned in other videos, from an affordability standpoint, no better piano in the industry than Hailun. Thanks for watching.